Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I want to talk about an important topic, which is, quitting the game. Let me just start off by saying I'm not quitting the game, not anytime soon anyway. Um, you know, Quitting the game is not new. I mean, people have been quitting the game since the start. And, there was a mass exodus back in the Vale Artilleria, um, you know, era, which, I wasn't playing at that time, but that's what I heard from a lot of people. And one of the biggest people that quit the game was, if you remember last year, Empires and Puzzles book, if you remember who Empires and Puzzles books, Jekyll and Hyde, quit the game last year, and he was someone who was spending a lot on the game, whether money or time, and understandably, like he wanted to spend time to travel and whatnot, and save some money and whatnot. And then more recently, you saw Budman. Budman just retired not too long ago. Um, and I can see why people retire, at least in that setting. Um, you know, the thing that you have to understand about gacha games is they play a different business model than other games. And their business model or profit model depends on raising the ceiling of the game. And they have to keep doing this to get their profit margin until like they bleed people dry and then people start quitting the game. That's how it, that's how these games work. That's why they don't last a long time. And I'm surprised that Empires Puzzle has survived this long, but most of these games they just perish. Um, but anyway, you have other games that don't really rely on this model. So, I used to play Counter-Strike or Battlefield or Call of Duty, which are first-person shooter, where you have two teams and each team kills each other. And in those games, it's different because you play at an equal level playing field. You can buy stuff like merch and skins and whatnot, but that doesn't make you stronger at the team. It just makes you, look better or whatever. But it doesn't really change your level of play. It doesn't give you an advantage. There's not a lot of R. There's definitely no RNG, so it's purely a skill game. And if you're skilled, like you're gonna win the game. Um, so that's for that game. There are other games like Dota, which is a multiplayer online game or MOBA. And I used to play that game where you choose a hero, two teams, and you try to destroy the other people's base. And you know, those games, like they kept releasing heroes, and those heroes are accessible to both teams. You don't have to buy those heroes, like they're accessible. And those heroes sometimes get nerfed, which is more acceptable because people didn't spend money or a lot of money to buy them. They just, they got them as part of the game. So that's why these games last longer than games like Empires and Puzzles. Now, getting back to this game and why I made this video. And the biggest reason why I made this video is because, I saw videos here and there about people quitting the game and, even people quitting the game without, making videos like regular players. And, to me, I don't understand some of the reasons of why people quit the game. Like there are reasons that I understand, there are reasons that I don't. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. It might make sense to someone else, but it doesn't make sense to me because there are solutions to some of those. And the reasons I see that are to be unreasonable is one of the reasons I hear is, well, they keep releasing new heroes, or they're adding limit break to the game, um, and the other one is, they're nerfing heroes. And those are all not bad reasons. Just the simple solution to this is, all you have to do is quit your alliance and play an alliance that is lower level, and that'll solve your issue. Some people think that if I don't play in the highest level of play, I'm not gonna play anymore. Like, you know, that to me doesn't make sense. Like I know some players that have downgraded because they can't keep up with the game. They can't keep up with the the alliance that they were with. And those lower level alliances are going to be the same. They're not going to be spending on the game as much as, those higher level alliances. So you don't have to feel like you're pressured or, you're falling behind or whatever. Like you're going to be at this, you have a level of play which people are playing, and you're going to be, competing at that level. You're not going to move up to the highest level of play. That's the thing. So that to me is a simple solution. But I get some people saying, well, I've been with the Alliance since I started the game and I formed a bond and I just don't want to start out with another team. And that's fine if that's your reason. To me, that would never be a good reason for me to quit the game. Now, saying that, what are some of the reasons that I think is valid to quit the game? Um, the biggest reason obviously is time. Like if this game is taking time from your family, if you're spending a lot of time on this game and you don't know how to control it, you have family, you're not traveling, or you're not going out, you're not doing stuff, then yes, that's a legit reason to, stop playing the game. Other reasons such as, uncontrolled spending. If you're an uncontrolled spender, you can't you can't control your spending, then that's definitely a very good reason to stop playing the game as well. I mean, you can't just say, well, I'll just you know not link my credit card, because you can link it at any time and then start spending again. So I don't think that's a legit reason, especially if like it gets in the way of taking care of your daily stuff or spending on your family and whatnot. I mean, I definitely think that would be a good reason to quit the game. And then the last reason is you're bored. The game has been monotonous, and I've seen like some people, um, some YouTubers play the same team in wars every time. They play against the same defenses. They have the same team every time. And I would understand. I mean, to me, that would be boring. Like I can't last a long time doing that, doing just that, playing the same whole team, same everything, playing against the same defense. I would get bored and I would quit the game. So to me, those are the reasons that I see as legit. I mean, everyone has their own reasons that they see as legit. And I don't think to those, I mean, there's no solution to those, or at least the solution are not feasible to most people. So these are my thoughts on quitting the game. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think. I mean, whether you considered quitting the game, or you quit the game and you were still watching my videos. What do you think is a legit reason, or what are the reasons that I missed? I mean, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Um, yeah, if you like this video, press a like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe if you want. And I'll see you in the next one.